I know y'all heard all the YouTubers saying what they got to say about it. The news talking about what they talking about it. But the streets is saying something different. I got some OGs from Memphis that's calling up here tonight. And they got the whole scoop. The rumor is somebody gave Pooh Shiesty a big bag. He needed to get out that contract in order to get that money. And it's only a few people that wanted to stick it to the man. And when I say the man, I ain't talking about the president. I'm talking about Roderick Davis, aka Gucci Mane. He made a whole lot of enemies in the entertainment business. They was speculating that Yo Gotti was planning on signing Pooh Shiesty. But the real rumor is Gucci Mane killed Pookie Loke in cold blood during a robbery, a kidnapping. His wife kidnapped him. Pooh Shiesty kidnapped him. But the root of all his problems start from his beef with young Jeezy. The rumor is allegedly Jeezy put a bag on his head and he wanted to sign Pooh Shiesty to his record label. They doing Chinese music. Y'all saw his wife. He got connections in Bangkok. And that ain't no pun. That ain't no disrespect because QC signed their company to a Chinese label as well. So a lot of people got that Asian zing going on with their hip hop careers. Pooh Shiesty is like a little teddy bear. They already had him with the Lego blocks and stuff. He was going to do numbers in Japan. But if he would have just been more patient with Gucci, if he didn't want to smack Gucci, if he didn't want to kill Gucci, things would have went a whole lot smoother. But now the deal is off the table. But this is the scary part about it. The reason why Pooh Shiesty so gangster like that is because his father is the original OG. I ain't talking about Drew Down. But y'all can still feel me. Pooh Shiesty's father just been released on bond and placed on house arrest. So he got a big plate of chicken wings in front of him talking big shit. And it's a possibility he getting some head from a big booty chick in Memphis. Especially after everybody heard about the mayhem, the ruckus they caused up in that studio, choking people out, smacking niggas. That make a girl want to get busy. His father home. But somebody got to pay up that money they was promising Pooh Shiesty if he got out that contract. He out the deal, whether he in jail or not. His father owned a record label in his basement. So you know he got audio recordings of his son rapping ever since he was 3 years old. Shaheem jealous of the songs that Pooh Shiesty got in his archive. If he want to drop a compilation or put some fresh new beats on them old lyrics, they could go ham with Pooh Shiesty's career right now. Somebody got to cut that man a check. And it's also looking like since his father is out and they was able to pay the bond, what make y'all think they not going to get Pooh Shiesty out of this situation? They already talking about it was a probable cause. The music industry cannot let this man go to jail because you got way too many phonies out here. People not lined up to buy that new Quavo album. You don't got fans waiting outside of Sam Goody for that Offset mixtape. People want Pooh, and they got to give the people what they want. Pooh Shiesty suspected. See how they do? They be listening and hating at the same time, but I ain't gonna let the devil win. Pooh Shiesty suspected armed kidnapping crew caught on video, so they got them on video, but the only thing is his father was standing outside the whole times because he sent them minions in there to do his bidding. At the end of the day, he out the contract. So who's signing? Who's waiting? Jeezy and Gucci Mane, they may have ended their feud after the versus battle, but after he was talking about smoking on Pookie Loke tonight, he couldn't ignore that disrespect. He been trying to get that lick back for a long time. And seeing Pooh Shiesty fresh home from jail, a lot of people was hitting up his line trying to give him a deal. Now, this is all alleged allegations and speculations. I don't know this for sure, but my OGs in Memphis, they ain't even got no teeth. So you got to listen hard to what they be whistling. And they saying that it could have been Jeezy. Now, we're going to get into some of this news. I'm going to need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too, because without further ado, we're about to get into it right now. Y'all ready? I've been ready. Let's go ahead and do this, man.
Involved in the robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane have been arrested. Officials say the alleged ringleader behind the attack was rapper Pooh Shiesty. Our Braceda Olguin has been on top of this story and has the latest.
Aside from learning that the 9th and final suspect has been arrested, we've been able to obtain video which shows the FBI at Pooh Shiesty's home the day he was arrested. Take a look at that video.
Oh, God.
This happened in Memphis. Federal authorities say Shiesty was the ringleader behind the attack on Gucci Mane here in Dallas. That incident happened back in January at a music studio located off Dallas Parkway. The DOJ says Gucci Mane and 2 others were allegedly kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint. They say 9 people were involved, including Pooh Shiesty's father and Big 30. For background, Pooh Shiesty signed on to Gucci Mane's record label back in 2020. And according to the DOJ, Pooh Shiesty is the one who set up the meeting to discuss his recording contract.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the...
They said he produced the pistol. He put it together, assembled it in front of Gucci's face. And it was nothing he can do. He couldn't run, he couldn't hide. Too many goons was in the room. If money is an issue and Gucci's supposed to have all his money, how come he wasn't trying to give it to Pooh Shiesty? That's because he know that this young man would have took over his whole enterprise and probably would have snatched his wife up too. It's a dangerous game when you dealing with YNs and you an OG out there. While you standing at the urinal 15 minutes or more, they come in zip, pss, zip, and they back up out the door and your old ass trying to make sure you get every last tinkle. Gucci messed up. He should have signed some old heads. Busta Rhymes could have used that contract. I wonder if the Pooh Schnickens got a deal. They could have came out spitting again. There's so many ways he could have spent that money, but he wanted to spend it on Pooh. Now look what happened to him. Sadat X looking for a contract. He could have bought back Brand Nubian to the South. He wasted a lot of time, a lot of energy, and now he wasted his whole street cred on Pooh Shiesty.
The victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
Pooh Shiesty was released from federal prison in October and was placed on home confinement for a previous conviction.
Now, y'all seen the news. I know y'all seen the news, man. Everybody know what's going on by now. Y'all heard what they've been saying about this, but I'm trying to let y'all know that the game is getting deeper and the story just keep on getting worse. Gucci Mane wife been cheating, but he been under mind control, so he don't have a clue what's going on. He looking for another little party boy to sign to his record label so he could take full advantage. If sex from men is what Gucci want, he need to just say that, or else he gonna get robbed and shanked again. Well, the shanking probably not a problem, because it sounds like that's what he be wanting. All of them drug addicts, fiending for a hit, they'd do anything. They already sucking on a glass. Whatever Gucci give them, they willing to take it, but Pooh Shiesty is a different breed, and y'all probably didn't know this stuff about this young man. He was that bad boy in your school that made you hate going to school. He was that bad boy in your class that made you look at your mama and say, why are we in poverty? That's who Pooh Shiesty was. He was the little nut that got all the girls in the school, always had the new J's, always had the new Jordans. And when you finally get some fresh sneakers, he the one to rob your ass in the bathroom. And I'm talking about kindergarten. People ain't know he was this evil and demonic until this stuff started coming out. He been struggling with this for a long ass time. And now that his father is home, y'all know he at home eating chicken wings, rubbing on a big Memphis booty. Pooh Shiesty's father had been released on bond following his arrest in connection with the kidnapping and robbery of Gucci Mane. How did they let that happen? He might be more connected than Gucci. On Friday, April 4th, Lontrell D. Williams Sr. appeared in court with 4 other alleged co-conspirators, and they let the boss go. Y'all better watch out. According to court documents obtained by Fox 13 Memphis, Williams was given a $250,000 bond and put on house arrest. Who paid what OG gangster paid the bond, man? Was it Jeezy? Somebody put up them racks for that man. I'm talking about $250,000 just so he can go home and do some more dumb shit. He probably calling Gucci house and hanging up right now. Gucci wife pick up the phone. Hello, click. Ring, ring. Hello, click. Ring, ring. What do you want? Your money, bitch, and that bitch, nigga, bitch. Ain't no telling what his father is plotting and planning. They probably digging a tunnel to get Pooh out of jail. They said the inmates won't even look at the young man. He demon possessed. This is how he was raised. His father out on $250,000 bond and put on house arrest, along with being placed on home confinement. Williams' travel has been restricted to traveling to and from court dates in Dallas. So he's down there in Texas. He want to be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch rims on the Impala, caller, getting head tonight, a room full of hoes in my bed tonight. I hit the highway. I get my money every Friday, but it got to be a better way, a better way, a better way, yeah. I'm over here sweating like that dude in that Coolio video. The indictment alleges that the physical altercation took place in Dallas recording studio where Williams Sr., 3 others oversaw Shiesty, real name Latrell. They said that his father and 3 other people was looking at Shiesty when he was acting a plumb fool up in there with Gucci Mane. He made Gucci sign the contract. And when he called him a bitch nigga, spit flew in Gucci Mane's mouth. And he still signed the contract. This what you want, nigga? Okay, I got you, man. You get this contract. You don't know who you fucking with, man. After he signed the contract, they got on ChatGPT to make sure the contract was good. And once they figured out everything was straight, that's when Pooh Shiesty proceeded to take them pinky rings, them diamond chains, his wedding ring, all that. He made him brace himself. It wasn't no Nate Dogg around to help Gucci in this situation. He had to come up off them jewels. And they figured, hell, everybody else need to come up off their jewels. They robbed the whole damn studio. And that's when the dumb shit started. That's when they started partying. That's when Popeyes got the biggest order they received all month. Lontrell D. Williams Jr. discussed his contract with Gucci at some point. Tension became high and things took a terrifying turn. That's when he showed Gucci the devil. Gucci was allegedly held at gunpoint by 2 suspects, one on one side and one on the other side. Pooh Shiesty sitting there like Scarface. Arm not even broke, still got it in the brace. Making sure he come up off that contract. Gucci was allegedly held at gunpoint by 2 suspects, Corday Johnson and Darion McDaniel. Y'all gotta see this, man. Criminal complaint against Pooh Shiesty and his conspirators surfaces with alleged Gucci Mane kidnap details. So Gucci complaining and whining about it, can't sleep at night. Gucci, 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 Gucci. His last bit of hope and dignity and integrity is gone. His wife done already snatched his manhood, but for the public's sake, he did kill that man, so therefore he's still gangster. But now, there's claims that Pookie Loke was handicapped, and that's the only reason how Gucci got the drop on that man. Everybody else ran out of there, and Pookie Loke looking confused. He slurring, and he ain't even know what was going. He stood there and waited for the shot. He ain't know what else to do. They ain't give him the cue to leave. And Pookie Loke ain't even had no business up in there. He came after the robbery. They running off with this man's jewelry, and Pookie Loke showed up late, looking around, asking where the party at. Allegedly, and rest in peace to him, man. It's just some sad business. Pooh Shiesty and his dad reportedly arrested in the connection to the federal engagement. This is perfect for their careers. They about to do numbers. This is what you need in the hip-hop game in order to be on top. You ain't got to fake it and buy a bunch of champagne bottles in the club and throw money all over the place to let the streets know that y'all them niggas. The news doing all the promotion they ever need for the rest of their lives. They on, they lit. And his father, my boss, That's his street name. He was running Mob Ties before Jay Prince and them had Mob Ties. He out on the street. Instead of discussing business in the civil matter, the defendants resorted to violence and intimidation. That's what real niggas do. Instead of discussing business in the civil matter, the defendants resorted to violence and intimidation to achieve their purported business objectives. Go ahead. The United States Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, Ryan Raybould, for anyone contemplating using violence and intimidation as a business practice, I'm here to tell you that it will be vigorously investigated and persecuted in the Northern District of Texas. I could have swore that Takeoff got killed in Texas and they ain't do this much investigation. Ain't no honor amongst thieves. They some gangsters. They did what they supposed to do. They've been rapping about it. They kept it real as far as I'm concerned. And Gucci, shit, every dog has his day. And when the hit dog holler, that's what he's supposed to do. But somehow, somewhere, they're trying to protect this man. A lot of people feel like Gucci is a government informant, or people feel like he's a clone, therefore he's government property. They're using him for his influence. As long as his ignorant ass is on top, it's going to be a whole bunch of people at the bottom type of scenario. I don't know all the details, but one thing for sure, they're going hard for Gucci right now. And Pooh Shiesty is in jail, but his father is home. And if these rumors are true about somebody in the entertainment business trying to get Pooh Shiesty out that contract, I'm pretty sure they already reached out to Gucci. He not trying to do it. Got business executives, lawyers reaching out to Gucci about that contract. He not trying to do it because he's waiting for an offer to come in his direction to where he can get a big bag to let Pooh Shiesty out of his contract. But if that happened, that mean that Pooh will be twice as deep in the hole with his new contract. He already came out with a banger as soon as he came home from jail, had the streets buzzing all over again. So he had the potential and still got the potential. He got even more potential right now to rock out to the highest extent. Gucci fucked up. The real question is the contract void? Is the contract still rocking? Is he still able to, what's going to do? Gucci still own him? Only time will tell. But the story is still developing, and that's what we're here talking about right now. Y'all hit them likes. Simply learn where you at. Y'all hit them notification buttons too. I see y'all in the building, man. In love, long time no see. Swagger Me is here. Seneca Williams, I remember you, homie. He in the building too. Yo, so much love for y'all, Sophia and everybody watching. Let me know y'all here so I can show y'all some love. Okay, let's get back into this. Because this is where the news get deep. This way it get real crazy. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go.
And federal prosecutors accused rapper Pooh Shiesty of kidnapping and robbing rapper Gucci Mane. Maria Guerrero breaks down the case for us.
A just unsealed 31-page federal criminal complaint with pictures has set off police raids in Memphis and Frisco on Wednesday. Federal authorities announced...
Now let's keep it real. This is the reason why they really mad. That's why they want to go full throttle with this investigation. They don't give a damn about Gucci. Whoever he was, he didn't deserve it. He pulled his shirt down so they could see the top part of his neck. He got a boo-boo on his... Why would they even put that on the news? He a grown-ass man. Shit happens. You could bump into the door and something like that happen. You could put down your cat the wrong way, and you get a scratch like that. He grown as... Y'all see his beard? He grown as fuck. Oh no, Timmy got a boo-boo. Federal investigation.
Has set off police raids in Memphis and Frisco on Wednesday. Federal authorities announcing the arrest of up-and-coming Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty, his father, and 7 alleged co-conspirators. Reportedly hell-bent on getting out of his contract, Pooh Shiesty, real name Lontrell Williams Jr., allegedly lured his victims, including a well-known rapper only identified as RD, to a recording studio in Dallas back in January under the guise of a business meeting. That's according to the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas.
As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged,
This they Hollywood moment. That's all it is, man. Y'all see how they all slicked up? Just left the barbershop, new suits on, sitting there looking like pretty boys or whatever. He think he's Shawn Michaels or somebody reporting on this news. They just waiting for the sister to show up. They ain't slick. They don't give a damn about no Pooh Shiesty or no Gucci Mane. They trying to get invited to them barbecues. They trying to see what that tendonism tastes like. Now they walking around with black cards, but they ain't got no money on it. We're going to talk more about this because I'm starting to see the dynamics of this that a lot of y'all probably don't notice. If his name was Dog anything, Snoop Dogg, Pooh Dog, or whatever the case, it wouldn't be this bad. But he got that shiesty on there, and that's what people don't like. Young black males, hoodies on, toting guns. Now it's a bunch of Pooh. Now that they know who he is, that's going to be the new term floating around America this year, this summer. If your name Contrail, you Contrail Shiesty. If they daughter dating a black dude, Tyrone Shiesty. So I haven't seen you with Mr. Shiesty lately. That's their new go-to. You see a brother coming out the gas station, is Shiesty motherfucker. Even black people picking up on it. Mexicans quick to call somebody Shiesty. With this type of stuff in the news, it's a bad look for everybody, man. I ain't shaved in a week. And I ain't gonna lie, I look a little shiesty. Especially what was happening in the news. There's some sisters out there, naps stacked on the back of their neck. They looking shiesty out here. You wearing all black, you're gonna have to buy some rainbows this summer in order to really be comfortable, because if you looking in any way intimidating, they gonna put that Pooh Shiesty up on you. But the news get worse because you got celebrities that been to jail, snitched, came home, snitched some more, sat on Vlad couch talking and telling. They speaking on the situation. And if they don't shut up, Pooh Shiesty could probably get life in jail.
What you think about Pooh and Gucci? I'm finna do my own interview. My first interview since October. About everything that done happened since October. I'm finna interview myself. It's gonna be $5.99.
Yeah, for a bag of peanuts that Vlad had sitting waiting for his ass. Vlad, I don't want no damn peanuts, man. What the hell is this, man? I need some money. Every time I come up in here, my name ain't Bobo. You want the peanuts or not? You didn't have a problem with it before. You ate plenty of peanuts. You love these things. Before you know it, he eating a bag of peanuts, doing a free interview for Vlad or whatever. He said he got to do his own interviews now. He ain't taking them crumbs. They be doing them celebrities bad, knowing they got bills to pay. They fly out there, look at ride a bike out there, do the interview, and that money never drop into the account. So now he got to interview himself, and he excited about it.
I'll tell you how I feel about it then.
Man, that shit can't be real with this.
Gucci got an insurance on that.
Man, is this shit real? Hey, this shit real with Gucci. Ain't no way this shit, he done the internet be lying.
The only thing missing is the bonnet. That's what he shouldn't even get on camera without it. Smiling like that, cornbread all in his teeth, got the pink auntie, that's an auntie sweater, man. He got that look on his face like, got these grown ass men gossiping online.
Hey, this shit real with Gucci. Ain't no way this shit, he done the internet be lying. You believe that all night? I said, you believe all this real? Like, this shit might be real, boy.
I don't know, they say
Man, this shit might be real. I'm finna see. The internet gonna tell you this shit real.
But
The internet finna tell you this shit real.
Play the game with him every day. He ain't been on that hoe in 2 days.
He ain't been on the game, man,
He
man.
play that hoe every day.
No.
Tell him, bro.
God.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is he talking about Gucci be on the 2K or Pooh Shiesty be on the 2K every day playing the game? And if that's the case, his father made him go down there and get out that contract so they could do business with Jeezy or whatever while he's sitting at home on the video game. What you need to do is get out that whack-ass contract. He put out a banger and all the money went straight to Gucci. I know they felt the way about that. His father looking at him like he ain't no real nigga. That's probably why he acted up in the studio like that. You come home from jail, you on house arrest, ain't got shit going on. Them saying he living like finesse 2 times. Talking about how he eat the cereal with no milk. Eat the noodles with no salt pack. Or drink the Kool with no Lade. His father got sick of that shit. That's what, oh, excuse my language. That's why he went and got that rental. And said, hey, something got to give around here. The rent due. Okay, ain't got no gas, ain't got no food. Or this boy want to sit up in here and eat all day. Matter of fact, we going to see Gucci. Because we going to have to do something about this right now. And when Gucci started talking that, he don't want to let him out of his car. And his father sitting right there rolling his eyes. Man, better leave them people alone. Time's already hard. And he on the video game every day. That's bad. This like a scene out of Baby Boy or whatever. Look.
Damn. God. It's real, man. Folks say it's real. Man, it's real. Ooh, that walk went out like that.
You know why Brady did that shit, man. You know how that shit go. That man mad, man. His wife put 12 on the wall. He can't have no control of it.
Boy, you sound like the mother, boy. Boy, you better shut up, boy. Boy, you better shut up. Boy, you better shut up.
And why he sitting under an umbrella with that pink sweater all gossiping about Gucci? I don't know what to think about none of this stuff. The rumors might be true. Jeezy got some explaining to do, man. The last time they seen him, he was in Bangkok with an egg roll in his hand. Y'all gotta see it for yourself, man. He offered Pooh Shiesty $1 million to get out that contract with Gucci. That's the rumor that's going on out here, man. He ain't promised him a fortune, but he gave the young man a fortune cookie. So hopefully, now that he out that deal, he can go make some real money overseas with Jeezy. They call him Cheesy in Vietnam. And instead of trying to correct people, he just go ahead and rock with it. We're going to have to wait and see. Because if he involved, it's not like he going to do no time. He was involved with BMF and left unscathed. He was too fat to be Tupac, but he still tried to play it off with the bandanas or whatever the case. And plus, if anybody need that revenge, hold on, China Frost. I told y'all he getting that Chinese money. He set this sister up with a good deal over there in China. She got every pair of Jordans. They may not be the originals, but they still fresh to death. If he could do it for China Frost, I'm pretty sure he could have did it for Pooh Shiesty as well. He got karate artists out there and everything. I ain't mad at him. Suki Hana was gonna sign with Jeezy for a little bit. Hold on. Look like he got Pooh Shiesty in his music videos already, so ain't no telling what they had cooking as far as that contract go. Hold on. Y'all need to see this. Yeah, go ahead, play that.
What?
Oh, hold on. Wait. Before we... No. We got to get this going, man. I need y'all to turn it up in that chat, man. I need you... Hold on. We got a new member. She a member for 12 months. Yo, shout out to you. She been a member for over 2 years, y'all. Show her nothing but love. We appreciate you, sister. I need y'all to turn it up. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the chat. Leave them comments, yo, and tell me what's on your mind, because I desperately need to know. And since we talking about it, I might as well go ahead and spill it and let y'all know what I've been thinking about this whole situation. Ever since it first came out, I was wondering, how far will Hollywood go to get some news to the public, some hot news? As soon as it hit April, as soon as spring is here, as soon as it's officially the end of the winter, we get this news with Pooh Shiesty, Gucci. It's a whole festival going on right now, and it's been pretty dead online for a long time. So I always have to question how much of this stuff is a Hollywood production, especially when music not selling. I know Pooh Shiesty dropped that track, and when them numbers came back, when the money came back, they had to be feeling like, what's the point in rapping when controversy sells way more than any jingle you could put out? Ain't no more ringtones and all that no more. But when it was, people was making a killing. People make a song about some Air Force Ones. Nigga, what? I get this stomping in my Air Force Ones. It was plenty of ways to get some corporate money out of hip hop. But those days are long gone when the AI artists could make and perform a better song than a human being. And it's like that in every industry. But an AI can't bust your head yet. Or an AI can't rob you and create a scandal of some sort of hip hop beef or hip hop feud. That's the only way you're going to get to the bag. I hear about artists calling up other artists and asking, hey, do you want to beef with me? We can make some money, split the cash. How about we do a hip hop beef? That way, you know, we can get a buzz, get some revenue going or whatever the case is. And it seemed like it would be a lose-lose situation for Gucci to go along with some type of Hollywood production like that. But being a victim is big money, especially when you have a wife that's willing to speak on your behalf. This could turn into $1 billion for Gucci if he really get retarded in front of them cameras. I can't ever since I got raw. Don't worry, Gucci. I will talk for you. They devastated my husband. He has not been the same. And now I have to be his caretaker 1000%. All of his money, I have to take over everything for my husband. I say, Gucci, did you piss on yourself? You don't know where the bathroom, honey? You're scared to go in the bathroom? There was a teddy bear in the bathroom, and he didn't want to go because it reminded him of Pooh Shiesty. They could turn this into $1 billion. Gucci walking with a walker. Gucci, 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 Gucci. If they see him in Zone 6 like that, they're going to donate to his GoFundMe, his Cash App going to be popping. They're going to be trying to figure out how to help Gucci. All them ballers in Atlanta going to get together, do a car show for Gucci. Women, men, children, people going to reach out. Because at the end of the day, people don't want to see their city look bad. And I love the ATL. But they going to have to put another L on the ATL with this type happening. If it was a competition between Memphis and Atlanta, who y'all got? I'm just saying in general. When it comes to the hardest city or a harder city or a city you don't want fuck with or people you don't want fuck with. Because ATL got some real knuckleheads. You probably ain't seen them. You probably ain't heard about them, but they out there. I'm talking about some original ATLians that don't take no shit, man. They some real Georgia bulldogs. But when it comes to what's happening in the media, the hip hop world, Memphis is looking like they got it on lock. LeBron James recently came out and said some things about Memphis, and I want to dive into that before we get back to the possibility of young Jeezy allegedly putting a bag down on Gucci to get a little bit of Pookie Loc revenge. Hey, man, we just going to have to wait and see. Y'all need to see this. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, let's do this. We're going to get straight into this, and then we're going to hop into some other stuff. I got some ugly people I want to show y'all. So we're gonna talk about that too.
LeBron
Look,
James went on the Bob Does Sports YouTube channel for a golf video and made some comments about not liking going to Memphis and Milwaukee, and it received a bit of backlash from people watching, and here's what he had to say to those comments.
How people have taken those comments.
What do you mean?
People have been upset about the fact that Memphis was looked at as a team that, you know, a lot of black people in Memphis, right, compared to like Nashville, for example. So people
Did I say I don't like black people?
No, I didn't say that. But there were people who were wondering why Memphis was targeted, like
Milwaukee was too. Did they miss that one too? They didn't see that?
not as much commentary.
Oh, yeah, okay. I said Milwaukee as well.
Yeah.
41 years old. It's two cities I do not like playing in right now. And that's Milwaukee and that's Memphis. What is the problem?
that's a damn shame. Even LBJ don't want nothing to do with Memphis. They be fighting in the Waffle House. Eat your bread, bitch. You sitting at the buffet. Next thing you know, somebody, you gonna eat your cornbread. Memphis might be the worst city in America, especially when you produce people like Pooh Shiesty. You got father and son tag team robbery duos. That's a terrible look within itself. What's tripping me out is the fact that Pooh Shiesty's father is home. He ain't doing no jail time, so therefore he got the freedom to figure some things out. Gucci need to be scared because this man has sent somebody to come get you. You thinking that's an Amazon delivery, you better not open that damn door, especially with this man on the loose. Okay, let's do this real fast since we talking about it. And I'm going to make clear sense so y'all can understand what's happening here. Let me do this. I spelled that all the way wrong. No, that ain't what I want to see. Okay, I got to get this right because his dad is a menace like no other menace. Look, y'all stay tuned. Don't be, I know y'all got short attention spans, whatever. Y'all need to see this though. Because a lot of y'all, y'all be yelling and fussing at people in public and y'all don't know who y'all be fucking with, man. You get out the car acting all big and bad around bumping the Pooh Shiesty father and don't know what time it is, thinking he just some regular old head out here. He go in the back of the car, pull out the pump, blast your ass up real good, and he gonna get off and be sitting at home. This ain't the first time he did some wild shit and got off. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna have to do. Since it ain't popping up there, y'all stay tuned. Put some music on. I'm gonna find it. Cause I was just talking about it last night. We almost there. Y'all stay tuned. I've been investigating herbs and all this shit, ginger and Similac and all that. Where the news that I had yesterday? Y'all stay tuned. Dallas. Oh, this it. No, that ain't it. This might be it. Y'all ready?
Hip hop
here we
culture
go.
is rife with
Matter
stories.
of fact, get this together. Look, I'm gonna do this the right way, and y'all gonna see it. All right, here we go. Cause hey, this is Black history at the end of the day. Y'all might not like it, but in the future, your grandkids, they gonna be learning about Pooh Shiesty. He gonna be on the wall. They gonna take down Malcolm X. That's gonna be ancient history. They gonna take down Dr. King, Rosa Parks. That ain't gonna be in their classrooms. It's gonna be pictures of Gucci, Tupac, Pooh Shiesty. They're gonna have Boosie Badass. He gonna be a Black American legend. They gonna put Boosie on a box of rice in the future. Nicki Minaj gonna be on the syrup bottle, the big booty bottle for the kids in the future. That's what's going on, man. This is Black history in the making. Y'all gotta embrace this stuff. All of this hood gangster criminal activity, sipping lean and all, this gonna be in the history books. They gonna carve this in the hieroglyphs when it comes to Black Americans. All that other shit gonna be overshadowed by the likes of Jeezy and all that. Look at Summer Walker gonna be in the history books. Ain't gonna be no Madam C.J. Walker. It's gonna be Summer Walker in them history books. So y'all get ready for that. Look at this.
Stories about crime, the streets, and the struggle to survive difficult circumstances. One of the rap industry's rising stars, Pooh Shiesty, had a turbulent rise to fame.
I know this nigga ain't say Pooh Shiesty. Well, I'm glad they learning about this stuff over there in Germany. Hell, Shiesty. Them motherfuckers, they gonna have a parade for this dude. Look.
He had legal issues, including a claimed gunshot and robbery that resulted in an 8-year prison term. But even before Pooh Shiesty was well known, his father, Launchell Williams Sr., sometimes known as Mob Boss, was creating a name for himself in Memphis's streets and trying to start his own record label. This video...
His father was trying to start his own record label, but he just kept killing niggas, man. Every time a song get hot, that's when it pop off in the club. The police show up. Pooh Shiesty father choking a dead body, and somehow, some way, he always wind up getting off. He's still getting off, but y'all don't know the half of it. And I know y'all wish I'd shut up so we can get into it. Matter of fact, that's just what I'm gonna do. Get it together, Reg. Y'all listening? Hold on, what's going on?
Pooh Shiesty.
Hold on, we ain't doing nothing until we get this chat rolling. I'm gonna sit back and just talk my jazz until we figure this part out, man. What's going on, y'all? Y'all gotta show some love out there. Y'all sitting there staring at the screen drooling. I'm gonna have to start asking some questions. Have you ever did anything gangster in your life while you sitting here worried about what? And I think that's what the problem is with the chat. You ain't got no real criminals in the building. We got, and that's all right. You know, I ain't trying to make it seem like y'all not cool because y'all not about that life. Because I ain't, well, matter of fact, I ain't going to talk about what I done did. You know what I'm saying? There's some wet wipes missing from somewhere, man. You know, I do my thing when it's necessary. I ain't about to get into detail about how I gets down. Because this is a couple of pack of 9 ladies missing about them gas stations, but I ain't giving no locations. All I'm saying is the way the chat looking, it don't look like it got no real deal street dudes in the building. And that's fine with me. But y'all gonna have to realize, like I said earlier, your kids is watching this stuff. Your kids is influenced by this stuff. There's people out there with inspirations to be like Pooh Shiesty. And what make it even worse, there's fathers out there that's inspired by this situation. Now they want to do a hit and run with their kid. They want to go on a robbery spree with their son to have some bonding time, do some gangster shit. Ain't nobody trying to pick no strawberries with their dad. Not after what they seen happen with Pooh Shiesty. You a lame. You out there fishing with your pops. He in the boat with the bucket hat on, talking about he caught a big one. You might not even respect him after that. After you hear what Pooh Shiesty and his dad got going on, it's going to be a bunch of dudes out there that ain't seen their sons in years. They going to pull up talking about, take a ride with me. Have your ass going to the gambling house, duct tape the pack on your back, and have you move that work. And just in case you get caught, he ain't got to go to jail. It's going to be a lot of foolishness like that going on after this situation. And on top of all that, it's a possibility young Jeezy gave Pooh Shiesty a bag to go in there and rob Gucci. Now listen to what's going on with his father, because this is the part that's going to trip y'all out.
He was one of the biggest rappers in the game before he got caught up in an alleged robbery and shooting that has him facing 8 years in prison. But before he ever recorded a track or caught a case, his own pops was making moves in the streets and started his own record label. Today, we're looking at the wild story of Memphis legend, Mob Boss.
Mob Boss, man, straight from Boston. Whoever did this video from Boston, man. We're going to be talking about Mob Boss. He getting respect all across the world. They got a bagel in his honor and some coffee up there in Boston for this dude. They working on his signature cream cheese because of what he did to Gucci. Mob Boss. Sandwich so damn big, make you want to slap your mama. He famous, man.
AKA Pooh Shiesty's dad. Let's get right into it. Launchell Williams Sr., AKA Mob Boss, is a Memphis native from the south side of the city. Memphis is known for its food and music scene, but it's also one of the deadliest cities in America. The murder rate is damn near 7 times higher than—
Yeah, you know, and we happy about it. All this glorification got me smiling so hard. I can't even contain myself. We got to get into this part, though. Look at
murder.
this.
Rebecca Glenn was a 24-year-old Memphis radio DJ who was murdered and robbed by a dude named Stanley Andrews. According to the police, Andrews broke into Glenn's apartment complex and started knocking on random doors. Tragically, when Glenn opened her door to see who was trying to get in, Andrews forced his way into the apartment and killed her. After the murder, mob boss and a woman named Marquita Thomas used Rebecca's credit cards, then helped Andrews sell some of her stolen possessions on the street.
Man, if that's not dirty, if that's not filthy, if that's not grimy, if that's not dangerous, they went into that lady's house. Well, he went in there, did her all types of dirty, stole her possessions, and then they out there using her credit card stuff the same way that they did with this Gucci robbery. They robbed him, stunting online, taking pictures and everything, hotel rooms. They got all different types of surveillance on them, doing obvious things. Ain't the first time. But the thing with Pooh Shiesty's father is he come up in the era before all that internet stuff. He don't give a damn about no cameras. He don't care about none of that stuff. He a real OG. He been getting money for a long time. Look at his OGs, man. Look.
Mob boss also allegedly has ties with the legendary Memphis drug kingpin, Ronnie Woods, who started the Memphis mob during the crack epidemic in the 80s. Woods basically ran Memphis for decades, operating a massive drug trafficking ring, using car washes and nightclubs to clean the money. Throughout the late 90s and early 2000s, he owned a spot called the Martini Room, where rappers, pro athletes, and drug dealers all hung out and partied.
It was a million Mike Tysons in the building. Gold teeth, listening to Uncle Luke back in the day. Dudes driving up from Florida, 50-inch rims. Car washes, nightclubs, dope money, pimping, you name it. The whole underground street life. And Pooh Shiesty's father was in the midst of it all. Doing all types of dirt for a long ass time. Pooh Shiesty was raised, he was born in it, man. A lot of y'all was born in the toilet. Some of y'all mama was on crack or whatever the case was. A lot of y'all whack. Y'all wasn't raised like Pooh Shiesty. And I feel like that's a part of the reason why people need some of that authentic music, whatever he got brewing from Memphis. If it's the modern times and the modern sound, he's the man for the job. And if they shut this down, if they shut down Pooh Shiesty and they don't let him come out, and they don't let him rock, and they don't let him do his thing, that's over for hip hop. I hope y'all not expecting Jeezy to come back out and go platinum all over again. Pooh Shiesty, all we got left. Unless y'all gonna let Lil Nas X rock out again. Let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna be back reporting on this news. The story is only getting worse. We gonna find out who was involved. Best believe it was a bag on the table for Pooh Shiesty for them to act crazy like this. Who was gonna sign him to a deal? Do Yo Gotti got something to do with this? I'm pretty sure he would have loved to see Gucci get robbed. Man, only time will tell. All we could do is allegate and speculate right now. But I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later, baby.